Well, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
We've been missing those guys, haven't we?
Yeah. We've kind of been bad. Just spending time with family and just doing other stuff.
But life has been just so exciting that it's hard to take time sometimes just to stop. But we want you to know that we love you, and we're so excited that you, and especially if you're brand new, we want to say thanks for joining our team. We're just excited that you're going to be watching us, and those of you who have been watching a long time, thank you too. We have, I think, 7,500 subscribers now.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Wow,
yeah.
it is really.
This deal is still about our trip to Oregon.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so I wanted to say that I made two big mistakes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And the first one I made is we were coming home from Oregon. And
this is true confession?
Is true confession. It's a big mistake. So I was the navigator, kind of, you know. And we have this Garmin 770 for RVs, which is fabulous. And it you put in the weight and the length and the height and all that stuff of your vehicles, and then it tells you if there's bridges you can't go over or if there's underpasses that are not tall enough and all that kind of stuff. So it gives you the route.
Right.
So it had given us this route, and we were coming home, we were going through Vail and Breckenridge.
Okay.
And we've been through that area quite a lot, so we kind of knew the roads. And but as we were coming into that area evening, about 15 miles from Vail, it said the Vail Pass was closed due to all the heavy snow and everything. So we stopped and talked to a policeman, and the policeman said, well, you can go through if you have chains. And Jim said, well, we have automatic chains. And he said, well, you can go through. But it was dark, and we didn't want to go through in the dark.
You don't understand. We don't want to.
Yeah. So we asked him, where can we stop and sleep until morning? So he told us. So we got about 8 miles probably from Vail. And the next morning the pass was open. But it did still recommend that you be careful, or that you wear chains if you had them, you know, you use your chains. So I said, why don't we go down this other road, 24? It'll go straight into where we need to pick up, it'll go down to Hartselle and all that area, and then we can just go into Woodland Park from the backside. Well, 24 was a 2-lane road.
But it was exciting, wasn't it?
It was really exciting because we went over, I think, 3 passes instead of just one. Just Vail Pass. We went over 3 passes, and it was a 2-lane road, and it was a scenic bypass.
That's exactly right.
And so it was
very scenic.
It was gorgeous, but I doubt that we'll go on that road again, actually. Because Jim said even if we didn't have snow and all this on the roads, we probably would never get much over 20 anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, because it was, you know, a lot of switchbacks and all that. So anyway, it was exciting. We made it. Jim did a great job. We saw no other trucks, no other
there was nobody
motorhomes. In fact, very few cars.
2 vehicles, I think, we saw on those in that area.
Which was great, yeah. But so that was my first mistake. You know, stay on the interstate. You could stay on the interstate where they take care of the roads a little bit, or they've gone ahead and sanded them and plowed them.
So what's the next one? I'm anxious to hear.
You don't know the next mistake? Okay. The next mistake was I assumed that, which is not a good thing to do, that Woodland Park wouldn't be very busy.
Right, that is true.
During the winter. In fact, I knew that some of the RV places actually closed down in the winter. But I thought, our daughter Scarlett and James, their landlord owns an RV park, and I thought, I'll just call him, and we'll
Is this
just
a long
stay there
story?
for 6 weeks. It's getting that way.
Okay.
So anyway, I didn't make reservations. I didn't know for sure what date we were getting here, and so I blamed it on that. But anyway, I didn't have reservations, so then when I started trying to find a place to stay, we couldn't find any place to stay. And we called Scarlett, we called John. Nobody had room. I mean, Scarlett's landlord said, we don't have any room here, but you could stay in their driveway. Well, the driveway's not very big.
No.
And so finally, John had some connections, our other son-in-law, and he found somebody that owns a tiny home community.
That's correct. And there's a couple lots left.
And there were a couple of lots left that they haven't put tiny homes on yet. So we're staying in one of those lots. And thank you very much, John. And anyway,
Yes.
it was a great trip, and we had a wonderful time. But we learned some things. So thank you.
Right.
Love you.
And we're going to get better at this video stuff. I'm working at it.
This time I took too many pictures.
I made a mistake. I insisted that Debbie take lots and lots of pictures and lots of video. And I ended up with so much, it makes the editing process
kind of
not
overwhelming.
so fun because it gets really overwhelming. But you know what? We're learning, and we hope you enjoy learning with us as we go along.
More banter here, but every time we'd turn a corner, he'd say, "Did you get a picture of that? Did you get a picture of that? Deb, did you get a picture of that?" And so I was just taking pictures all the time because I didn't want him taking pictures while he was driving. So I was taking pictures all the time. So when he got here and really looked at how many pictures there were, it's kind of overwhelming to go through them and pick out what you want to use.
That is true. So
Pictures
we
and
hope
video.
you enjoyed this video. And the other thing we're going to do is we're going to try to make sure that we put out at least one a week.
Yeah.
And that's our goal, is to put out one a week. And we'll probably do it on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that area.
Yeah.
Or maybe Monday.
Who knows?
Or maybe Tuesday or Wednesday.
Maybe
Who knows?
Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Yeah, who knows?
But-
Who knows? Sorry for all the chatter.
But we are going to try to, we're going to make sure that we put in a big effort to
get
put
one a
out
week
at
anyway.
least one
At
a week
least.
out.
At least 2 would be better, but
So
at
we
least
want
one a
to
week,
wish
so.
you a very, very Merry Christmas. And we want you to know this is one of our favorite times of the year.
Absolutely.
And for some people, there's a lot of heartache and a lot of memories from this time. Maybe they lost loved ones. And we just want to say we're sorry for that. And we don't let that ruin this wonderful time of year when we celebrate joy to the world. And it's an exciting time. So, hey, everybody, enjoy this video. It's not much longer after this.
It's perfect driving conditions going across this great state of Nevada, and what a joy it is to travel with this wonderful man who does such a fabulous job maneuvering this big bus. Yep. It's beautiful. We stayed in the parking lot of the Alamo Casino last night. Ate supper last night there at the Iron Skillet. That was good. Very good. They had some great navy bean soup, which was really good. And then this morning we went up and went over to there and had some coffee and breakfast sandwich at Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, see what he's doing? He's looking around at everything, looking for his sunglasses. But this is a great time of day to travel and a great area to travel, because guess what? First stretch of road I think we've had that's had no wind. We have been on a windy highway all the way. So now we're with no wind and no hills and huge curves. We had lots of ascents and descents yesterday and lots of sharp curves, and Jim was fabulous at driving through all of that. And we had wind gusts that said, the sign said 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts. I'm sure it was at least that much.
40 plus.
40 plus, yeah. And we had our solar panels, no problem, stayed on great since Jim has the new design on them. And everything worked properly on that part. It didn't blow our bus around nearly as much as a lot of trailers that we saw, or even trucks that we saw. So we were great, and he took good care of us. Thank you, Lord, for a safe, beautiful trip so far.